knows nothing, can understand nothing. Plunge deeper into the darkness, and your heart will grow even stronger.
Good tidings, everybody, and welcome to the Ansem Report podcast. This is episode number 58 of the Ansem Report podcast. I say with such conviction, but in the back of my head, there's a little voice telling me, that's the wrong episode number.
That's the wrong number.
That's the wrong number, you cretin.
Psych!
Anyway,
That's
I'm
the
Michael.
wrong number.
So you can understand whose voice is who. I'm Michael. This is how I sound. And with me is my brother Jason, and this is how he sounds.
Hello, I'm Michael.
No, dude. You just messed it all up. Anyway.
Who's who?
This is episode number 58. We hope you guys are all being safe out there. And if you're quarantined, I hope that our show is giving you a little extra smile on a day like today.
Yes.
We hope you're smiling.
A breath of fresh air.
Yes, absolutely what we want. Jason, I'm a little angry about something.
Yeah,
Okay, not angry. Angry is the wrong term.
Mike's mad. He's really mad.
I'm a little
his
peeved.
Fucking face is red as fuck. He's mad.
I just took a shower. That's why my face is mad.
No, he's like in Tom and Jerry when they get really mad in the fucking steam.
So there's this, I'm going to put this in air quotes, and you can't see that on the podcast, so I'm going to tell you that. Controversy. That's actually, it's only very...
Controversy.
It's only very loosely related to Kingdom Hearts. It's more about the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And this is a tweet from a person named Impatient Traveler at Urato_Tia. And I'm not highlighting this tweet to make this person feel bad or for anybody to attack this person. But what they're saying is a little ridiculous, in my opinion. And I want to see what you think about it, Jason. Here's the tweet. Why isn't anyone talking about the fact that Nomura literally reused Noctis's head for Cloud in Final Fantasy VII Remake? There's barely any changes to the model. You think they lovingly recreated Cloud for the remake? These changes took 5 minutes at most. And there are pictures of wire-framed pictures here of comparing the two heads. Okay.
Oh, no. Guys, it's like...
It's like
a 3D printed model, like what you would use, like
not
wireframe.
but yeah. It's like the wireframe of like the face.
It's not recognizable as either of them.
Yeah.
By the way.
And then they tweeted, Final Fantasy Remake. You got a comment on that? Square Enix. I'm sure you thought nobody would notice. And then they post a comparison of the two, like with their faces. And then they go on, let me tell you what they go on to say. Reusing assets in general is all right. Reusing your main character's face is not. All other companies are making AAA games in 3 years or so, and to resort to asset reuse on things like props or NPCs is not main characters. Final Fantasy VII Remake has been in development for over 6 years. In that time, they managed to recreate a chunk of the original game using Unreal Engine 4, which compared to Luminous is a common finished engine that isn't being developed by the game's devs, cutting out a ton of work compared to 15. And yet they had to reuse the main character's face? Add to that the bullshit Square Enix is feeding the public as they make excuses for why the game takes so long and dividing the parts. They insist they're lovingly recreating every tiniest detail, making sure everything is absolutely perfect and all that. Also, there's a distinct difference between using an existing model as a base and reusing the model wholesale. This is the latter. If it were used as a base, we'd be seeing a lot more difference in how the topology lines up, even if the shape of the mesh was the same. Okay. Jason, I gotta ask you. Is this a big deal?
Okay, so like, I was curious because I was like, well, let's see how much, like, does he look like how he used to look, right? Because I was like, well, doesn't he look like how he always looks? To me, but I was like, well, let me double check and make sure they haven't changed his face a ton since like his last like just previous renditions of him, right?
Right.
and he looks pretty much exactly the fucking same.
So here's
Like his nose, I would say, like proportionally, his nose is a bit smaller, and so is his mouth. And that's it. Everything else looks pretty much the same.
my
So, like,
thing is, it's more likely that Noctis uses Cloud's face,
right?
in my opinion, right?
Well,
And also, they are like similar looking, like Japanese styled weeb dudes,
created by the same person.
created by the same director, like creative director.
Yeah.
And like the way this is like posed in the tweet, it's like,
This is
oh,
okay.
you thought we wouldn't notice,
The-
Square Enix? You thought that you could get away with this?
They're trying to act like it's like the outrage that
Oh.
people feel about Fallout 4 to Fallout 76, where they literally ripped out assets and then said, "Hey, now pay me for this asset to be in your game again."
That, or like it's like some kind of like
Pay
evil
me-
scheme.
Pay me $19 for blue. Like,
Right.
that's not what's happening right now.
Yeah, it's I don't want to spend too much more time on this, but I thought it
know.
was a relevant
It's
thing, especially because the next topic we're going to talk about.
it sounds a little bit ridiculous.
However, in the best response I saw to this tweet was our good friend Steven, Limit Form 72. Shout out to Steven. Who's
What
a
up,
good,
Steven?
He's a good YouTuber, Kingdom Hearts YouTuber, and other things. And his response was just probably because no one cares.
Got him.
Got him. So the next topic is also kind of related to Final Fantasy VII, but it's more Kingdom Hearts centric, but kind of.
Hmm.
And hold on, I gotta pull it up real quick.
If it's me and I'm taking something that's going to be super, super important, for example, the main character, you're not just going to absolutely start from scratch in like designing the character, right? Like, even if let's say Cloud, the only way we had seen Cloud was like his pixelated ass face, right? So he didn't have like a HD version of his face or something, right? Or like even a high res version of his face. I'm not just going to start from a completely blank slate when it comes to like actually designing it. Like, I'm going to start from something that's similar and then I can change it from there. It's like
Jason,
it's like when you're doing
Jason,
a create a character.
Square Enix are crooks. I demand my money back. They're trying to sell me Final Fantasy VII Remake in pieces.
Triggered.
Red 13 is unplayable. I'm angry.
Oh my god.
Just kidding, I'm not. So next topic, Jason, related to the Final Fantasy VII Remake. There's a side character that's been revealed, an NPC in Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Okay.
His name is Leslie Kyle. And from what I understand, he appears in the slums area in Final Fantasy VII Remake. And
He's a new character.
He's a new character. He wasn't in the original, or if he was, we didn't know that's who he was.
Like, he wasn't a named character.
This is what he looks like. Okay? That's what he looks like.
Looks kind of cool.
Right. Typical white-haired boy
Yeah.
that Nomura likes to make. Here's the issue. In Japanese, his voice actor is the same voice actor as Yozora.
No, shut the fuck up.
No, he is, Jason. And now I show you the picture of the two compared next to each other. They're very similar looking guys. Tetsuya Nomura, what are you up to?
You reuse the same voice actor? What the fuck?
And that's not where I'm going with that, obviously.
What?
Where I'm going is that could Final Fantasy VII Remake be connected to Kingdom Hearts 3 and whatever comes next? Is that Yozora?
I think it's more likely that, like, Kingdom Hearts is connected to it, not that, like Kingdom Hearts is connected to it, but, like, actually separately from FF7. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where it's like FF7 has nothing to do with it. Like they don't know it has nothing to actually do with their world.
But like that
But
guy
it does affect the
is like
Kingdom Hearts
Yozora.
world.
That guy's like nobody.
Or, yeah, some shit like that. Yeah.
Who they're both actually
instead of their nobody name having an X, now they have a Y.
Oh wait, what would his Zorora Zorora That was funny.
It's either the Y or the Z that gets got to get switched out.
If our boy Mr. Sprouse voices him in the Final Fantasy VII Remake in English, then we know.
It's confirmed. It's
Then
confirmed.
we know what's going on, Nomura. Noctis is the Heartless, and Yozora's the Nobody, and then that guy, whoever he is.
Originated in FF7 in the slums.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I said slums. I meant Wall Market.
Oh.
The Wall Market.
So the slums.
Yes, the slums. It's all the slums. The whole fucking
all of Midgar is a slum.
A fucking slum. So yeah, we will when we have Nomura on next week and we offer him our cheese plate. We will ask questions.
Yes.
But we will get no answers.
Nah, and we never do.
We never get answers from Nomura.
But does it stop us from trying?
No, he's a sneaky son of a bitch. We have some things to plug, Jason.
Oh shit.
We're plugging boys.
Oh.
So,
hello?
Are you okay?
Dude, why did you stop? I was just moving myself without like touching.
I thought you were like touching the dresser, like like something happened.
Like,
and I was
hey, stop, dude.
I was like, is everything okay over there? And you just touched an inanimate object like it did something to you.
I pushed on the dresser to like turn myself more towards Mike instead of like using my legs because I'm sitting crisscross.
I'm gonna cut this out. You don't need to explain it. All right.
Okay.
I'm not really gonna cut it out.
Oh my god, kill me.
Now, I guess this is weird to call this a plug, but we have some free time suddenly.
Yeah.
With the pandemic, COVID-19, coronavirus, whatever you want to call it. Jason's currently not working.
Yes.
And I'm working less. And Tara's not working. So we are going to be doing some streaming.
And
in fact, it's already started. We streamed.
It's already happened.
We streamed Wednesday night Tara's playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 2, which we're in the middle of, and that was a good time.
Yeah, it was great. It was
actually,
great.
Tara, I don't know if she wants me to share this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. She had a dream recently that she came on stream with us.
Okay.
And we called it, like we were streaming all the time, and it was blowing up real big.
Ooh, okay.
And it was called Tuesdays with Tara or Tara Tuesdays. And she was like teaching people to do things on stream or something. She didn't know what, but she said it was blowing up.
Ooh.
So maybe we did Wednesday with Tara. Maybe we fucked it up, but I guess we'll find out.
It would have happened if we did Tuesday instead.
Yeah.
If we were streaming right at this moment.
Right. We're
instead
recording the podcast right now.
Recording the podcast?
She's at her last day of work right now, so she couldn't have done it anyway. Anyway, so we're going to be streaming a lot. I don't know when our updated schedule for streaming is going to be up, but you can expect us for sure every Saturday and Sunday for a while, because I am not going to work those days, and Jason's not, and we ain't got shit else to do.
Hell yeah, brother.
So we're also going to work on some more emotes for Twitch. We need to work on that. I'm going to work on some merch. We're going to get a lot of stuff out. But if you want to join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Super Spaghetti Bros.
Drop a follow.
You can drop a sub to support us.
You could drop a Twitch Prime on your boy and sub for free.
That's
with Amazon Prime.
That is also true. All those things are true, and that would support us and help us out. But just by listening to this podcast, you are already supporting us, and so we appreciate that.
Yes.
So if you want to support us, please go watch us on Twitch. Continue to listen to the podcast, watch our YouTube videos, and we thank everybody who's been supporting us and been watching our stuff and likes our stuff.
You guys are the absolute best.
And like I said, I hope we can help you guys through a tough time for everybody, not just here in America, but all around the world. And being able to do this for you guys still, even though with everything that's going on, is helping us through the tough time for sure. Because normally you lose a job and you go, shit, this sucks. But Jason goes to me, we can just stream more. And it's like, oh, yeah, you're right. We can just stream more. We can just keep...
so I might have already by now, I mean, I may have already streamed while Mike's working. Haha, sucker.
That sucks. I want to be there. But yeah, so check us out, twitch.tv/SuperSpaghettiBros. We're going to take a short break, Jason. And when we come back, we are going to have the question of the week and
Character files.
I hope everybody likes our character files intro because I really like it and it makes me laugh a lot. Like, not even before I edit it, just me and Jason going back and forth, character files, makes me laugh super hard. And I think it's fun for us to try and like emulate voices of characters,
And try to read.
Because that's the hardest part about it. We got a doozy of a character
files
coming up for you after the question of the week. So stay tuned and we will be right back.
He turned himself into a pickle. Funniest shit I ever heard. He calls himself Pickle Rick.
Damn,
Can you stop fucking touching
dude?
my drawer,
Because I'm moving.
Leave my drawer alone. Holy shit. No, stop rubbing it. Stop rubbing my drawer. Welcome back to the Ansem Report podcast. I'm feeling good, Jason. You know why I'm feeling good?
Because you're here on the Ansem Report podcast.
No, I'm feeling even better than that.
Oh my god!
You wanna know why?
Dude, I don't. I don't know if I want to know.
Balls, man. No, I'm feeling good because it's time for the question of the week.
Hell yeah!
This week's question of the week: how would you introduce Star Wars into the Kingdom Hearts universe? This is a hot topic for a lot of people. Tyler Rims, the eternally griefed, says, I'm going to change that to his title in the Discord. Before I get to that, I just want to remind everybody, you can join our Discord. The link's in the description, and that way you can participate in the question of the week, or you can leave a comment on YouTube, and we will read it.
Yeah.
Yeah. People haven't been doing that on YouTube as much. I've noticed.
Some people have moved from YouTube to Discord,
That's
though.
true. That's true. So Tyler Rims, the eternally griefed, says, I do it like Monstro in KH1. You're flying in the lanes between you're flying in the lanes between in your ship, and then all of a sudden a starship flies by, like a Star Destroyer or something.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know. A big one. The gummy route to the world that never was looked like Star Wars. It's clear Tyler doesn't care much about Star Wars.
I don't know. A big one.
A big ship or something.
I already know somebody's going to have like the exact class of the ship that they want to like roll up if they do the same thing.
Sean 2.0. Wildcat Diana says, I would put in... God, why can't I read?
I don't know.
I would put in...
You might need another vitamin C gummy.
It into a gummy ship section, making it interesting for once. And if I were Disney and they insist on using Disney-made characters, I would give Nomura the green light to do whatever he likes story-wise. You can't beat up a dead horse. The best part would be that Kylo Ren is already written so much like a Kingdom Hearts character, no one would notice it.
True.
Thank you, Wildcat Diana. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. I want a character file for Kylo Ren that I get to read. Just a Red Nocturne says, the Death Star blows up Destiny Islands with everyone on it except Sora, Donald, and Goofy.
Oh my god. There's just nothing else. That's just all that happens.
That's all that happens that introduce Star Wars.
They're just on the... Dude, the ending, you know, like in The Last Jedi when they all get, like, destroyed. Or, wait, maybe it's not The Last Jedi. Maybe it's, The Force Awakens? But when the Star Killer base, like, blows up, like, 4 planets at once... It at the end of Cage 3 when they're all looking and everyone thinks that it's, like, not... them looking at Sora and Kyrie on the tree.
Oh, at the beach.
And there's kind of like that
it's
red.
the lasers coming
it's
in.
The lasers.
and
Destiny Island.
Huck's laughing. Colbert Sean says the best place to introduce Star Wars into KH would be in Dark Road at the beginning of the Scala arc, of course. Young X and E have to meet with their teacher and walk into the office as their teacher finishes a meeting with some Jedi. I like that.
Dude, please don't waste Star Wars on the mobile game, dude. The fucking mobile game, dude. Please don't.
Pull to collect your Kylo Ren card.
Dude, I just don't. Your 7-star Kylo Ren card.
Let your gems die. Use them if they have to.
I'm gonna have to get like the 200 grief points or whatever. You pulled 200 times and didn't get it. Here.
Here's a Kylo Ren helmetless card. The fuck wants that? Who wants a Ben Solo card? Who even likes Ben Solo anyway? Ben Solo's
I like Ben Solo. Stop.
Ben Solo's a cuck.
He goes, ow. That's my favorite line.
That's the only line he has. He's a cuck. Iron Sean says, I would make Star Wars a world in Yozoro's reality because things seem a little more dark and serious there. I would have Sora travel there by gummy ship and he would have to blow up the Death Star. It would be super fun to blow up the Death Star in a gummy ship mission. So pretty much Star Wars 4. Have a lightsaber Keyblade battle against Death Vader, he said, but I'm sure he meant Darth. And your partners would be Luke and Chewie / Han Solo. It would blend in very well with the light versus dark side that KH is known for. It's one of the worlds I'm looking forward to the most. All right, thank you, Iron Sean.
Who's bringing up Old Republic first?
Sean 2.0 said a bunch of things, but we're gonna skip it. The box says, The box says, I'm skipping this question because all I can think is Erica's introducing Xehanort to his long-lost brother, Luke.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Skittles Rihanna says, either have the gummy ship crash land on Dagobah and they train with Luke, or shove them into the Clone Wars somehow. I feel that they may fit better there, but I don't know as much about it as I do the movies. Kyrie's bro says, so honestly, I just would not really think Star Wars should be a part of Kingdom Hearts. So if it had to be something, maybe just a small summon. Roast in Kingdom Hearts here. Kyrie's bro.
Dude. Or Roast in Star Wars, one of the two.
And then people list summons. Vader summon, Ewok summon, Force Ghost. Vader force lifts your enemy by the throat and then throws them off a cliff into a bottomless pit with lightning effects. That was Sugar Buddy Mango who suggested that one.
Okay.
Master of Masters Master says, the way I see it, Star Wars could serve a similar role to Olympus and Hercules in the previous saga. Spreading its story across multiple titles. The introduction would come in BBS 2, where the Wayfinder trio goes to the Realm of Darkness and finds almost like a sleeping world of the Clone Wars. They help Jedi like Mace Windu and Master Yoda battle clones, Jango Fett and Sidious and Dooku with an Obi-Wan as your party member occasionally. The final battle would be against Anakin and you'd be believed he was killed. Next we'd have DDD2, where the Destiny trio, possibly minus Sora, travel to the Dream Realm where they meet an older Obi-Wan who recognizes the Keyblade and befriends our young heroes. Obi-Wan would introduce to Anakin and friends before passing at the hands of Vader. We would travel with Luke while he comes... I think he meant Luke there.
Yeah, I think so.
We would travel by Luke when he comes acquainted with his abilities. We'd battle Stormtroopers, Boba Fett, and Vader and Sidious would be the final boss. And then in KH4, the arc would conclude with Sora coming across the Millennium Falcon and then getting into a dogfight. The gummy ship would be no match for the Millennium Falcon and be captured by Rey and company. After working things out, Sora would then pursue Luke with Rey and the subsequent ventures that take place. We would battle enemies like Kylo Ren, Captain Phasma, and the Stormtroopers, along with Snoke and his Red Guards. The final battle would be interesting as you would travel to Sidious' Sith Temple and confront him while addressing his curious return. Sidious would reveal that it was Maleficent and the powers of darkness that facilitated his return, and he would send dark, tainted clones of Sora at our team as he escapes. Imagine Dark Aqua, but this time it's a handful of corrupt Soras, and they can each have a unique quirk like big and strong, deformed but stealthy. Why would it be deformed and stealthy? Normal and quick, and broken ones that just explode. The galaxy would be presumably saved, and we'd carry on with the game's plot. Then somewhere in the endgame of KH4, Maleficent and the other villains will appear on the Death Star, and we'll go to confront them in a way that allows them to become replaceable bosses, whether it be by clones or data or whatever. The Death Star would then serve as a Mirage Arena from BBS with battles and minigames. There would always be room for other cameos and such, but this would be the plot of the inclusion of the series. Thank you for the very detailed answer, Master's Master.
Dude,
way better than Sean 2.0.
Dude, I want an Exegol world. That'd be dope with the lightning effect.
You already had that. It's called the Thunder Plains in Final Fantasy X.
That's fucked up, dude.
Jip214 says, I think the best place to put Star Wars into Kingdom Hearts is during the 6th movie. Sora could be part of the reason that Darth Vader turned back to the light side. Also, the gummy ship could be one of the rebel ships that attacks the Death Star core. That would be kind of cool if Sora's like in the Death Star fighting, and then Donald and Goofy are flying the gummy ship next to like Lando Calrissian.
Yeah.
Or Riku's on the moon, the Endor moon, helping the Ewoks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jedi's a dope movie. Finally, I am reading Sean Point 2.
I can see like Mickey side by side with the Ewoks.
Hey, go over there and do that. And they're like, or however they sound. I don't know. I hate Ewoks. Sean 2.0, we are going to read his answer. I was just trolling him. He says, all right, this is a long one and spoilers for The Rise of Skywalker. So if you haven't seen The Rise of Skywalker and you want to at this point,
I think we already kind of did.
I'm sure we have, but just skip this until I'm done. He says, if you guys don't want to read this one on the podcast, I understand this is mostly for me. Well, guess what? We hate ourselves, so we're going to read it. So first of all, I have to invent a game to put this in. So this game is about the search for Sora, and it would be after Terra, Ventus, and Aqua have their adventure in the Realm of Darkness, and assumedly, Vanitas is reintroduced. The main characters would be Kairi and Riku, and on each of the worlds be joined by a different combination of the other characters. For Star Wars, this would end up being Kairi, Terra, and Ventus, and the villain would be Vanitas. It would be designed like the Caribbean in KH3, big space area that connects 3 smaller areas. The story would loosely follow the Rise of Skywalker, with some exceptions. Interesting that he didn't choose The Last Jedi, because that's his favorite movie. The story would start with the characters arriving on Pisana at the start of the movie. The trio would join the speeder chase, and then while the Star Wars characters fall into the caves, the trio would stay above ground and fight the Knights of Ren in a boss fight.
Ooh, okay.
Do you think before Rey falls in the pit, she would tell them, or that before Finn falls in the pit, he would tell them that he's force sensitive?
No.
I don't think so either.
He wouldn't. He doesn't even want Poe to know.
Riku! And Riku's like, what? He goes, I smell the darkness too. And then he falls in the sand pit.
And you stank.
And I smell the darkness, and you stank. You stank. The events of the movie would play out while the trio does some space stuff, and eventually the story would cross back over at Kef Bir. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm not a nerd. At this point, they'd run into Finn and Jaina trying to follow Rey to the Death Star. Oh, that's the one with the like waves.
Oh.
The planet where the Death Star crashed.
I like that.
And the trio would head up there to help her. At this point, they'd get separated. Terra would end up with Rey for a fight against Kylo Ren, while Ventus and Kairi would fight Vanitas in the ruins. Terra's boss fight against Kylo Ren would obviously end with the scene of Kylo getting stabbed and Rey healing him. This would trigger Terra to have a flashback of all the things Aqua and Ventus did to try and bring him back. At the same time, Kairi and Ventus beat Vanitas and break his mask, revealing to Kairi that he looks like Sora underneath. She falters for a minute, allowing Vanitas to escape. Ventus comforts her over Sora and promises that they'll get him back. After all, he helped Ventus and Aqua get Terra back. Back at Terra, he snaps out of flashbacks just as Ben throws his lightsaber. They have a conversation about their respective darkness. Kairi and Ventus catch up and are about to attack Ben, but Terra stops them. They help Ben get to Exegol for the final part of the world. The trio would get separated from Ben as soon as they arrive, with Ben going to help Rey and the trio helping the Resistance in a space fight. They then go down to help Ben and Rey arrive just as Ben fades away. This triggers Kairi's memory of Sora fading, and immediately Vanitas appears again. The trio fight him again and defeat him. Ventus is about to finish him when Terra stops him. This shakes Vanitas up and he flees, conflicted in his mission. That's it.
Okay.
Interesting. I'd be interested to hear what the rest of the story of that game is.
It would be very interesting.
It'd be very interesting.
Interesting.
Jason, do you have an answer for this question of the week?
I mean, like, I've thought about it, like, before. Especially, like, back, like, ever since Disney, like, bought Lucasfilms out. And at first, I really hated the idea of Star Wars being connected to Kingdom Hearts. And I don't even really have a reason why. Like, I don't remember why. But I think it would be really cool to have something similar to where, like, it's similar to, like, running into Stitch's world, where you kind of just you're going through, and they're like in the middle of like doing like a warp or something, and then as they warp, like they get sucked out of their warp, and it's like in the middle of like either like I really don't care like what era it would be, but like in the middle of like just like a giant fight in space where they got like a bunch of the big ass cruisers on each side. I think that would be dope.
I agree. I don't necessarily agree that Star Wars shouldn't be in Kingdom Hearts, like Kyrie's bro said, but I do think the best way to do it, instead of like having this giant epic thing go on, would be to start with a summon. And I don't think you can get any better than Han Solo and Chewbacca flying in with the Millennium Falcon and raining down shots. Or what you could do too to make it like interesting is like more interesting, I guess, is like sometimes it's Han and Chewbacca, sometimes it's Rey and Chewbacca, sometimes it's Lando and Chewbacca. It's always Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Because Chewbacca's like the GOAT.
That's his ship.
That's his ship, dude. I don't care what anybody says. That's Chewbacca's
that's Chewie's ship.
I think that would be cool. I think, you know, I love The Mandalorian, and I think like a Baby Yoda Mando summon would be dope. Or like, because you know that I mean, Star Wars in general is really inspired by westerns, but you know, like the sun fading in the background, and they're like on some deserty planet, and they walk up, and it's like playing like music, and then Baby Yoda uses his hand thing to like freeze the enemies, and the fucking Mando just starts laying his whole arsenal out onto him. That would be sick. That's not really a Kingdom Hearts summon though, because that's more like it seems like a Final Fantasy summon. Because like Kingdom Hearts summons are like they usually have mechanics.
Yeah, they don't like, really like get you. They don't get like transferred to somewhere else.
Right.
Like you don't go somewhere else. They come to you.
Cool. Like maybe that can be Baby Yoda's final smash.
I just want
to Smash Bros.
I want it to be like not unlike like how Chicken Little. Chicken Little is
my favorite Kingdom Hearts character, Chicken Linda.
Oh my god. Not unlike how the Chicken Little, like, damn you,
Zach Braff.
Not unlike the intro to that where he runs and then falls.
And then Sora catches him. And
throws him
up in the air like what's the name of that movie? I've had the time of my life.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dancing something. Dancing.
Dirty
Dancing. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name of that fucking movie. That's what I always think of when he lifts up Chicken Little.
Well, I'm thinking like Baby Yoda is running away from like the people that are on your screen, and then fucking like Sora like grabs him, and then goes to kind of like protect him with his body, and then you kind of hear something like. Not unlike it's high noon. And then Mando wipes the whole screen.
I'd like to see the child.
He says something like, it's midday.
It's Baby Yoda time. Yeah.
Chicken nuggies.
But I do think there were a lot of great ideas in this question of the week. I think there was a lot of... I think Star Wars is not infinitely mineable in Kingdom Hearts, but I think there are a lot of parallels, and I think you could do some really cool stuff with it. But I just don't... I don't have the mind capacity to come up with anything better than summons, because I'm a two-brain.
I'm somebody who has to get I snowball it. I got to get the mind rolling.
You got to get the juices rolling.
Yeah, and then it goes and goes and goes and goes. But I did really like a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of good ideas. Anyway, next week's question of the week. Next week, we're actually going to talk more about Remind, because now that it's out for everybody, and it's been about a month since it's been out for everybody, we're going to kind of go through Remind and talk a little more about what happened.
Remind deep dive.
And what we can expect in the future. So my question of the week for you guys is, what was your favorite part of Remind?
Yes.
We want to know what your favorite part of the Remind DLC was, whether it was part of the free update, whether it was part of the actual, whether it's just thirsty ass fucking photo mode, whatever it is. I want to hear what your favorite part of Remind
gameplay,
was.
story, whatever it is.
The secret boss fights. There's a lot of different options you can come up with. Not really Not really a thinker piece this week. It's more of just state what your favorite thing was and why.
Yeah.
That's all we want.
Hell yeah.
Up next, Jason, my favorite new segment.
Character files. 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 Please, sir, character files. Character files, okay? It's character files. Character files. Character files. Files of characters they are.
All right, so character files. Who do you want to read? We've done character files. We have done Dylan, alias Zigbar.
I don't know what it
Demix.
was, but just like how you're saying it was character files we have done. Like you were still
Yoda, I am. So, what character file would you like to read, Jason? All characters are available thanks to kh13.com and their translations.
I want to read the villager character file from Minecraft. Thank you.
Yeah, he doesn't have one.
You said they had all of them, dude.
Kingdom Hearts characters.
Are you serious?
He's not a Kingdom Hearts character.
Damn. It's like I'm a confused time traveler.
Syax is kind of like the villager from Minecraft.
Mildly disappointed. Dude, the villagers always seemed so fucking disappointed in you, dude.
Yeah, they do.
They just look at you dead-eyed. Sometimes they hit you with the small one.
Anyway, what the fucking character file do you want to read?
I don't fucking care.
Pick one.
I don't fucking
Do
care.
you want me to list them?
Yes.
Shion.
Shion.
Is that what you want to
I
read?
did. I don't care.
All right. Jason is going to read Shion because it's the first one on the list, and that's how he feels right now.
The sunset is beautiful. I enjoy watching the sunset as the three of us. I've always wondered why it's so pretty. I had fun eating sea salt ice cream, talking about whatever came to mind, just the three of us. We also made a promise to go see the ocean together, right? Even though I was in a very dark place, it was a very gentle one. It makes sense though, since it was within Sora, right? But there was actually nothing there, and I don't know if I actually existed, because everyone forgot about me. Being forgotten is extremely painful because it means you lose everything. But even now, I'm having ice cream with you two. It's because you guys did your best for me. I actually should not exist. I was just a doll. I can't believe that I'm able to be here right now and laugh with you. I'm so thankful. Thank you guys. Thank you for remembering me. Thank you for never forgetting about me.
Yeah, we never forgot. Yeah.
I chose to disappear because I did not want to become what Xemnas had planned for me. Therefore, I had no regrets. I remember disappearing in front of the clock tower while Roxas helped me. Roxas also went to sleep afterwards, leaving Axel alone. The person who probably suffered the most was Axel, because he's the one who forgot the most. Being forgotten and forgetting, they're both painful. I'm a bit uncertain whether I should actually exist or not. Sometimes, even if for a fleeting moment, I feel that I truly should not be here. But because you two are here with me, I'm okay. It's okay for me to be here. Even if time passes and we forget the things that happened, the fact that I am here right now will never change. So please, never forget that. Because I won't forget either.
Aww. So that's Shion's character file. And it's interesting to get her perspective on her disappearing and people not remembering her.
Yeah, dude.
That's canon.
And she's all existential as shit.
Okay, I was going to read Mickey's character file, but it's fucking long as balls. So
And that doesn't sound fun to do a Mickey voice for that long.
You know what? You just challenged me, so I'm going to fucking do it.
I wasn't saying it.
Challenge
You couldn't do it.
accepted.
I was saying it didn't sound fun.
Challenge accepted. Ha ha ha.
Oh, like, fucking kill me. Fucking kill me.
Mickey's.
I didn't realize Mickey had one. I guess I should have known.
King Mickey's story is called The Long, Long Journey.
Gosh.
I called your name there, in that place in the realm of in-between, because I'll always be by your side. Ha! It was on the other side of the door of the darkness. Aqua saved us, and then I met Riku. I met Aqua and the others much earlier than that. Back then, I was still in training. I left Disney Castle to Minnie, Donald, and Goofy, and trained under the great Yen Sid. Ha! But the moment I heard disaster had struck the worlds, I couldn't stand around doing nothing. I took a star shard, which would let me overcome the barriers between worlds, and took off. I landed in a craggy wasteland. It was there I met Ventus, locked in a fight with Vanitas. Together we made a retreat.
Thanks for before. I owe you. The name's Ventus. What's yours?
I'm Mickey. I introduced myself with a smile and laughed as I explained the series of events that led me there.
Well, that makes both of us. I ran off too.
I showed him the star shard. All I have to do is think it, and the star shard will take me anywhere I want to go. Haha. Or at least, I thought it would. I haven't quite got the fine points down, like when or where. It just kind of kicks in whenever it wants to. But I wouldn't have met you if I hadn't brought me here. Ventus peered down at
I can't even fucking like the narrator is Mickey too, so I can't even stop doing the voice. And like when I go to do the Ventus voice, I have to like think about it because I'm so used to doing the Mickey voice. And then we're not even halfway done.
Ventus peered down at the mysterious shard, but just then it emitted an intense light, and the two of us were sent flying. The next place I ended up was Radiant Garden. Haha. This is where I was. This was when I was still under the rule of Ansem of the This is when I was still under Ansem the Wise's rule. It seemed I had gotten separated from Ventus and all that light, but there I met Aqua, who held her keyblade at the ready to protect a small girl. I quickly rushed over and took out the universe that was closing in on the pair. Hurry! You gotta get that girl to someplace that's safe. Aqua scooped up the girl and carried her away. When she returned, the two of us fought together. Afterwards, the little girl ran back to us. I had no idea why, but I could sense something special in her. That girl was Kyrie, although I never realized that. Haha. Aqua kneeled down to be eye level with both of us. She looked at me and said,
Thank you. My name's Aqua. I trained under Master Ericus.
and I'm Mickey.
Now you know it was so fucking weird because like the one for Demix was like fucking easy and short, and I'm over here like jumping in and out of Zigbar's voice like.
And I'm Mickey. I used to be Yen Sid's apprentice. I came back to him for some more training. Aqua looked at Kyrie.
I sense light within that girl. Do you think that's why they attacked her?
Yup. I think you might be absolutely right. If you ask me, she must be somebody pretty extraordinary. Aqua nodded. We shook hands. But suddenly a strong light flashed from my pocket. It was my wiener. Just kidding. It was the star shard. Oh no, not now. See you real soon. And just like before, I was sent flying.
This is so long.
After that, I fought Master Xander, but was thrown into the lanes between. It was Aqua who saved me. She took me back to Master Yen Sid's, but at the time I was unconscious. When I awoke, I followed Aqua and the others to the Keyblade Graveyard. Let me tell you, when Aqua saves you, your butthole hurts. But the first thing I saw when I got there was Aqua, collapsed on the ground. She opened her eyes before long, but by then Ventus' body was already under Vanitas' control. After a fierce fight, Vanitas' Keyblade ran wild, and we were enveloped in swirls of light and darkness. Still, I managed to find Aqua and Ventus, and I brought them back to Yen Sid's. Ventus never woke up.
I'll keep him safe until he wakes forever if I have to.
Aqua said, but Yen Sid shook his head.
Fuck, I gotta do Jensen now.
I'm crack cocaine out of my mind.
I will tell you.
My pupils are 1 pixel.
I gotta do my eyes like that.
Yeah.
I will tell you.
My eyes are watering looking at that. Stop.
It hurt. I will tell you what your friend needs right now. It is not your protection. He needs you to believe. You see, Ventus' heart hangs in the balance. It sleeps in the place between light and darkness. From all I can perceive, that means he will be looking for a friend. One who believes in him, to show him the way home. Just as long as you love him. Then Ventus will be able to find you when he wakes. He can follow that love back to where he belongs. The realm of light. Remember when I was just a...
fucking character in Fantasia, and I told Mickey to mop the floors, and now I'm this fucking lore master of this fucking stupid video game. I wanted to give her words of encouragement, too. Don't worry, Aqua. I believe in Ven, too. Gosh, he's been as good a friend to me as anybody. And if both you and me believe in him with all our hearts, then we'll have 2 lights to follow instead of 1. Unless you get trapped in the realm of darkness, that would be terrible. Our friendship was the proof of the bonds we had formed. However, I hadn't been able to find Terra, so we could only watch as Aqua set off on another journey. After that, I became a Keyblade Master and returned home to Disney Castle. I'm gonna tell you the whole fucking plot of BBS. Aqua's whereabouts remained a mystery. And then I became aware of the stars in the sky blinking on existence. Now we're on to Kingdom Hearts 1. I should have just fucking done a fucking explanation of the whole fucking game.
Kingdom Hearts storyline in a nutshell.
I wrote a letter to Donald and set off once more. Before long, my journey brought me to the realm of darkness to seek out a Keyblade, and there I met Aqua. Thanks to her help, Riku and I were able to close the door to Kingdom Hearts, the heart of all worlds. After that, even though we were together, Riku and I got separated. However, our hearts were connected, so I was able to reach him when he arrived in the lower levels of Castle Oblivion, even though my voice only got through at first. Remember, Riku, you're not alone. Riku was fighting Ansem, who had taken root in him. Listen close. The light will never give up on you. You'll always find it, even in the deepest darkness. I desperately followed my connection to Riku, and just when he was about to be taken over by Ansem, that's when I finally came running. Phew! Sure glad I made it in time. That ought to keep Ansem busy for a while. Sorry I couldn't come sooner, Riku.
Your Majesty, is that you?
Riku was astonished to see me. And then he squeezed me. Oh, that tickles. Riku. Riku, that really. Please stop.
Don't stop.
Riku.
This time you're not an illusion. I'm so glad that you could make it here.
Riku let me go after you seemed so relieved. We sat for a while. I made a promise that you would find a way, didn't I? But don't worry, we can defeat Ansem together. But Riku only shook his head.
Sorry, I gotta face him alone.
Riku had made his choice, and I reluctantly nodded. Defeating Ansem would be meaningless if Riku didn't do it himself, of course. I understood, but I still felt I had to help him, even a little. Once Riku was done fighting alone, I told him, the road you chose. I didn't know, light and dark back to back with you. I think they might meet in a way nobody's seen before. Wonder where that road leads. I'd like to see myself. I'd like to walk the road with you, haha.
Riku gave a shy laugh. Your Majesty, I'm really flattered. I don't know what to say.
Gosh, Riku, you don't have to call me that now. We're pals.
Fair enough, Mickey.
And our journey began. This was not the 12th road to Nightfall, but the road to dawn, and the two of us were walking together. Now let me tell you about Kingdom Hearts 2.
Just kidding, it's done.
Holy
shit.
Thank God, I was like, holy
shit, Mickey. So, funny.
And then he turned himself into a pickle. Funniest shit I ever heard.
Then he turned himself into a pickle. He calls himself Pickle Rick. Funniest shit I ever heard.
What's actually funny about that is that he doesn't mention that Aqua's trapped in the realm of darkness after he leaves her.
Yeah.
He just glosses over that.
Yeah.
He's like a corrupt politician.
Yeah.
That Mickey. So anyway, that was
Character Files.
Holy shit.
what a crazy segment I have worked up for us. I'm not regretting it.
2 down.
At least we got Zigbar's and Mickey's out of the way.
4 down.
6. We
Oh, yeah,
on
true.
the live podcast.
True.
Jason, we have an email.
Oh my God.
Before we leave, we're gonna end this episode with an email.
Yay.
And this is from our friend Iron Sean. Hi, Iron Sean. And the subject title is
Appreciate you.
Sora's Eyes.
Oh shit.
So I was thinking about the throwaway line from Luju talking about Sora's eyes. He's talking about in Zigbar's character file. He says his eyes. His eyes match the eye of the no-name Keyblade. So could he have connection with the Master of Masters? Could Sora be the Master of Masters? I don't think they would add that statement for the hell of it. But who knows? The Master of Masters could end up being Walt Disney for all I know. LOL.
True.
So thank you, Iron Sean, for that email. Jason, do you think Sora's the Master of Masters? I mean, I think, honestly, at this point, that seems like a logical place to go. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
Like, it could very much be that. He could very much be the Master of Masters, and things didn't go right for him, so now he's like trying to redo it all.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that. It could also just be...
Actually, let me take back what I said. It's the most logical thing before all this Yozora bullshit.
Yeah.
That's changed the game a little bit. Because we don't know what the fuck's going on then.
Right.
You know? We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
And possibly Luke Sword being the driver.
Yeah, Luke Sword's the driver. We still don't know where Demix is from, or if it even matters where he's from.
Right.
We don't know how the people from the Keyblade Wars got to this time, like the Marluxias and the Larxenes of the world.
Right.
We don't know so much. And it honestly hurts my brain to think about how much we do not know.
Yeah, my eyes kind of glaze over when I'm like thinking. I'm like, I just get lost. I'm like fucking 3 layers deep in
Why
sleep.
did Kyrie go to sleep in Remind? We're going to talk about that next week. But yeah, it's all very up in the air, Sean. I don't know if Sora could be the Master of Masters. That's very true. It's very possible that he could be the Master of Masters.
Or like some version of him.
Also, Walt Disney could be the Master of Masters as well, as you suggested.
Yeah. He takes off his hood and it's his frozen head. And the rest of the body is like animatronic type shit.
I like that.
They confirm it.
That. And he has like, he hates Jewish people,
Yeah, still.
just like Walt Disney did.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty wild to think about. I have like this like bug bite on my leg, and I keep itching it, and I shouldn't be.
My hands have been really dry because
You've
at
been
work.
washing them.
Yeah, well, a lot. It started at work because I would wash them all the time at work, and I would have hand sanitizer on them all the time, and like normally like soaps at like so whenever I use soap at home when I wash my hands, it doesn't dry my skin out, but like I don't know. I remember whenever I'd use like soap, like at school, at work, like I don't know. It used to bother me more like in the middle of winter, but it just dries my hands out so much, and they get kind of like, not like itchy, but like irritated.
My hands are pretty dry right now too.
Yeah.
We need some lotion.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
ready?
we got to get like a segment where we're like, hey, stay hydrated,
Stay lotioned.
wash your hands, get some lotion, stay safe out there.
Stay safe out there, boys. Stay safe out there. So yeah, I guess that's gonna do it for this week's episode, Jason. Thank you to Iron Sean for the email. You guys can always send us emails at the Ansem Report emails at ansomreportpodcast@gmail.com. You can always send us those, and we'll read them on air and talk about them.
Yes.
We appreciate those.
Add us in the Discord.
Yeah, add us on Discord. Or links in the description of this video and of the podcast on your podcatcher. Please check us out on Twitch at twitch.tv/Super Spaghetti Bros. Follow us on Twitter at Spaghetti Bros on Twitter.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram. No, just kidding. I don't care about that. But and most importantly of all that, guys, stay safe. Stay home. You might think you need to go to that get together of 50 or more people, but you shouldn't.
You should not. You should
stay
not.
home.
No.
You should stay home, chill with your family.
No.
Watch some of your favorite content creators. Watch some Netflix shows. I highly recommend season 3 of Castlevania, the Castlevania anime. I will continue to talk about it until someone starts a Castlevania podcast with me. I don't care if it's the guy sitting across from me right now or someone random.
I believe it's heavily implied.
I will continue to talk about it until someone starts a Castlevania podcast with me. I'm very open to that. I have a lot of free time now.
I dropped my phone in the McDonald's Sprite, and that motherfucker started charging.
And it's with that where I leave you with and he turns himself into a pickle. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
He turns himself into a pickle.
Jason, hit him with it.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Thank you.
And he turns himself into a pickle. It's the funniest shit I ever heard.